Hey, just wanted to let you know, knowledge is powerful, so be mindful of what you put in your mind, just like you need to be mindful of what you put in your heart. Here's why I say that. As I've been going on this healing journey that I've been enduring, I noticed that most of the traumatic events that I've went through and experienced were because of my bad choices that I received from bad advice that I received from other people. Now, have some of those people given me advice based on ill will or if they actually wanted me to fail? No. Some, probably. But most, I would argue, no. They were actually going off of what they knew in their prior knowledge. And let's be honest, it's not the best advice at times. So it wasn't until I began to unlearn some of these things, I really began to dive deep into why I act the way that I act sometimes, or why I have certain responses whenever I interact with certain people, things of that nature, that I realized some of the advice, actually most of the wisdom that I received for my life, whether it came from social media, whether it came from people close to me or anything like that, has done nothing but cause more destruction than anything else. Sure, you might experience a version of peace at the time, but if it's not advice rooted in truth, then you're going to find yourself hitting brick walls all over again. If it doesn't come right away, it comes later on. Trust me, I've experienced that. But the point I'm trying to make is this. When you are receiving advice, when you are receiving wisdom, when you are doing all of these things, you have to make sure that they are coming from good sources, because knowledge is powerful. It can affect you one way or another. Do you want it to affect you in a positive way, or do you want it to affect you in a negative way? And this is why I began to do this thing now where I take advice, I take things that I hear, I take things that I see, even on social media, with a grain of salt. Or I'm going to dive deeper and do my own research to see what is actually the truth. Now, the truth that I know is rooted in the Bible. So for me, all new wisdom, all pieces of advice that I have gotten from that book and have applied to my life, I'm telling you, I have gotten results. Great results, actually. That's actually why I'm on this healing journey right now, and actually getting results from that too. But the overall point I'm trying to make is, please be mindful of what you put in your mind, just like you need to be mindful of what you put in your body, what you put in your heart, what you put in your spirit. Be mindful of that, because it's going to affect you one way or another. There's a Bible verse that talks about my people are destroyed because of a lack of knowledge. Yeah, we need to begin to get more educated about things in our lives. So this is my invitation to you. Really dive deep into wisdom for yourself, and don't just take it from what people say about it.